It was a stormy weekend for the inland Northwest. What you're seeing here is the rain, loud at a moment, and a little bit of hail on the South Hill yesterday. I recognize this video because I took it. It's going to pan down and show some of the small hail that was in that storm on the steps. And if you have weather photos or videos you'd like to share with us, just hit me up over on Facebook and Twitter. Love seeing your weather photos. And yeah, the rains on Saturday and Sunday were pretty extreme, especially by August standards. But that is all long gone. We got much drier and much more pleasant August conditions ahead of us. We'll have a quick weekend wrap up in a little bit, but pretty much back to normal for the next several days. And something that has my attention for tonight is the Perseid meteor shower. But temperatures today, once we get a little bit more sunshine in Spokane, up to about 79 degrees, warmer than it was yesterday with all the rain and the cloud cover that we had. So we're kind of just returning to normal temperature-wise, but definitely not too hot and certainly not a cool or cold August day like yesterday. In fact, here's the temperature trend for the next 7 days, not straying too far from normal, mainly in the 80s with a couple days in the upper 70s like today and then this upcoming Saturday. So actually quite nice, and as long as we have dry and sunny weather, very much enjoyable for the outdoors, and that's exactly what we have for today. This is about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You barely even see any cloud cover. If anything, there will be showers along southern Canada or near the Canadian border that could squeeze into Bonner's Ferry, but that's it for today. So a very, very minimal chance. And by tonight, looking at mostly clear skies, which leads me to that meteor shower forecast. This is the one that's always the most impressive of the year, the Perseid meteor shower. Just look up in any direction once it's dark. Unfortunately, the moon is pretty bright outside, so if you want the best viewing window, it's between 3:30 and 4:30 in the morning after the moon sets, but before the sun rises. So that'll be your best bet to see the most meteors. Now, wrapping up this weekend, our normal rainfall for the entire month of August in Spokane is about 0.6 of an inch of rain. Over the last 3 days, almost got a half an inch, 4/600 to be exact. So that comes out to 78% of the monthly normal in those last 3 days. And actually yesterday's 3/600 of an inch was a record for the day of August 11th. But it's funny I say that because 3/600 of an inch is actually one of the lowest rainfall reports that we got across the entire area. In fact, in nearby Colbert, almost 4 inches of rain. That's right, more than 10 times as much rain fell in Colbert over the weekend than what we had at least at the airport. So it's all about location here in a lot of areas. Got quite the heavy downpour. I even think the South Hill got more thanks to that downpour you saw at the top of this weathercast. But one of the biggest impacts that we saw was actually from the storms that moved over the Williams Flats fire. Kind of a pro-con situation there. The pros is that they got some rain, it reduced the fire behavior, but the cons is that this is a road that a lot of the fire crews would have used. They can't use it anymore because it's washed out because of the flash flooding and the burn scar flooding that they already saw. So new challenges on that fire in Ferry County, but at least the rain and the cooler temperatures is actually aiding in that fight overall. But that's the rain that's out of the way. We're actually